What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Travis. This is TWA Motorsports, and today we are doing a new key fob, and we're going to attempt to program the old key fob for the C5 FRC car. Man, I'm telling you guys, I love the look of this car. Now, look, I told you a few videos back that we are planning on getting rid of this car and possibly the Trans Am. The Trans Am's actually outside right now. I was shuffling some stuff around, but ultimately, I bought a few things when we picked this car up. One, the key fob didn't work, and I wanted a different one. We're going to talk about that in just one second. But I bought something else, which you'll probably see an install video on. Now, how quickly this thing sells, I don't know. Like I said, I've got a buyer lined up for the Trans Am that's outside. I'd love to keep them both, to be real honest with you, but I'm letting my son make the choice. He's gonna, if he wants to step up to a C6 model, he's gonna sell, basically he's getting the cash out of one of these two to put towards that, and then he's gonna have to put in the rest. So I just don't, I love this car, and I don't know, we'll just see what happens. I just truly love the look of this car. But either way, so here's the situation with the C5s. For one, it's not like the MBS trucks where you can get a key fob for like 14 bucks on Amazon and it works great, right? So that would be awesome if you could. But unfortunately, the technology in these cars and the transmitter and the frequency that they run on are completely different. So that sucks, because that means you have to buy a GM one. Now, GM made two fobs for this thing. They made what they call a pass lock fob, which I'm going to show you here. That is what came with this car originally. I only got one set of keys with this car when I bought it, and it came with the pass lock. So you see that little switch down there? What the pass lock does is, if it's enabled and you get close to the vehicle, it will automatically unlock. Okay, so very similar to a newer age, and it worked well when it worked. The problem is they wear out and they go bad. And so I'm pretty sure that this fob is junk, but we're gonna attempt to program it with the other one that I got. The other thing, guys, is these keys, they're old school and they have the chip in them. So the Trans Am has that too, but in order to get one of these keys, you've got to, you could take it to a dealer and they could plug it into a machine and they could tell you the ohm resistance, or you could set your ohm meter to ohms and you can put one on one side, one on the other, and it'll give you a value. That value will, I think there's 15 or 16 different keys options. So you just got to get the right chip. You can order those online pretty cheap and then have somebody cut it. It doesn't have, you could have it cut at a local hardware store. So, yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal. I actually got a second one cut because I've got some buddies at GM. I got another one cut. I actually ordered from them, so it wasn't too bad. But the key fob I actually ordered online because they couldn't get it as cheap. But look at the difference. One thing you'll notice is the C5 key fobs are really fat. Look how fat they are. They're not like the, like I said, like the MBS trucks or the newer stuff. They're just a really odd design. But this one, if you notice, does not have the pass lock feature. So you can order this one, and I'll list it in the description down below. I literally just got it out of the GM package, and there's the part number right there. Like I said, I'll list it in a link down below, but you can see the part number, and we're gonna attempt to program it. So I'm hoping this is gonna work. It's not too difficult, to be real honest with you. We're gonna hop in this thing and really probably need to have the door shut. It's gonna get real dark in here. These windows are dark. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the key in, we're gonna turn it to the run position so that the car's not on. I'm gonna turn the radio off and everything. So once we do that, let's see if I can get the steering wheel down here. You can see we have our gauges lit up here, odometer. We're gonna go over here to options, and we're gonna go until there is a blank screen. So I'm clicking the option button here. So now we have a blank screen. At this point, we're gonna hold the reset button for a couple seconds. And it says fob training. Now, once we get to that, we're gonna hold down we hit reset again. We're gonna hold down the lock and unlock it on the first fob. I'd rather program this one, to be honest with you. I'm hoping it came with a good battery too. Sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, first fob learned. Now, say and hold down the second one. We're gonna see if we can reprogram the one that has been in it. I replaced the battery in it. We're gonna hold them down. I think it's toast. Second fob learned. Okay, so it wasn't bad. So at this point, you can program another one. See how it says hold third? We're done here. So I'm going to turn the key off. All right. And that should set our programming. So now what we're going to do is we're going to give it a shot here. Let's hit the lock. Okay. Hit the unlock. That works. We're going to hit the lock on the first one, the one I actually want to use. Hit the lock, the unlock. Perfect. So there's not much to it, I know. Let's check. I'm going to tilt this thing back up. Let's go back and check and see if it'll open the hatch, because hopefully it will program the hatch at the same time. Man, this thing's tough to get out of when you get old. All right, so we got, perfect. There's that one. We'll open this, shut it back, and let's try the second one. Perfect. All right. I'm not even going to mess with the pass lock. Like I said, I've got that thing off, turned to the off position. Leave that in the off position. And then let's lock and unlock. Okay, we're good. All our lights are working. And you could change your lights and horn honk in your settings if you want. You notice that it locked back. If you don't get in it within a certain amount of time, it'll lock back on you. But let's try the panic. Okay, so it works. Works on both of them. Perfect. Okay, so I know this was a relatively quick video, guys, but it's a common issue on the C5. I know a lot of guys will pull these apart. Like, well, I got them both in my pocket here. The one with the pass lock on it, a lot of people will pull this thing apart and clean the contacts, and they say it'll start working again. But it also seems like the pass lock one has more issues as far as like failing. So it's, you know, I think the newer one, they say, from what I've read on like the Corvette forums and other places, that these will last a lot longer. I don't know if they just don't collect as much dirt. I don't know if it's collecting dirt in that pass lock switch, because it, you know, you can see it's kind of dirty now. But either way, I'm going to keep this guy for a backup, and then we'll use the new one for daily use or anytime we drive this thing. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this quick little video on programming the key fobs on this. And then, you know, like I said, getting the one that doesn't have the pass lock on it, you're gonna pay about $199, I think, used. They don't even make the pass lock one anymore. So if you want to order that one, you're gonna have to order it used. And they're out there, but I want to say they're like $199 to $200. Some of them are up to $500 to order a pass lock. You don't need it. I don't think it's worth it. Don't buy it, in my opinion. Buy this one that's 99 bucks. I know it's high. It's not like the $15 ones, it's high. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are not subscribed, go down there, get that subscribe button hit. Of course, ring the bell icon that notifies you every single time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see if this thing stays around and what else we might do if it does.